Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Saray, and in this video I have the pleasure and opportunity to share with you the brand new 2022 Focus collection from Erin Condren. I am so excited about this year's designs, and lately I've been all about the Focus collection and the functionality that it brings. So I'm so excited to share that with you, and I hope that you find something that you like within this collection. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so one of the first items that is releasing for this calendar launch, it is this Focus notepad / calendar undated, which is amazing. So absolutely love this pad. It is meant to be used on a desk, or you can also use it on a wall as well. So if you have some sort of wall system, you can use it up there as well. But it is pretty large, but not too big that takes too much space. And as I mentioned, it is undated. So you can really start on any month, and if there is one particular month that you don't necessarily need to use the pad for because it might not be particularly busy for you, you can just use it whenever you can. So you don't feel like you have that commitment of having to use it every single month. It also comes with 25 sheets. So that is over 2 years of monthly planning in this one pad. I really love the understated color here. So it's sort of like a very soft blush, and the letters are not like in your face. So that's one of the things that I really love about the Focus collection, is that it's very clean and streamlined. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a different background here, and that means that I'm just filming on my dining room table. I feel like I just have a lot more room to work with here in this space and better lighting. So I went to grab my trusty measuring tape just so that you can see the measurements of this pad. So we're really looking at about 17 inches wide and 11 inches tall. So super excited about this pad. As soon as I took it out of the box, my husband was already all over it. So I think that this one's already been claimed. So since we just talked about pads, we're going to transition into a couple of other versions of pads. So we'll first start with the stand-up pad folio. And if you've ordered a seasonal surprise box for the fall, so the fall seasonal surprise box, then this is going to be very similar to an item that was included there. Now this one's just a little bit different. So it's the vegan leather and in the gray colorway. I don't know, I think they might have a different name for this one, but essentially is gray. And how it works is that you open it up and you're able to flip. I have mine upstairs. So you just kind of flip it over and makes a triangle. Reminds me of a Toblerone. And basically that allows you to stand it up. It does include this weekly pad, which is also undated, and it has a list on the right hand side. So undated, you can really use it any week that you need. Maybe you don't need it every single week. And then you have an extra page here for notes. So I really like this setup because both Saturday and Sundays are separate. I know that there are some other pads that are carried on the site that have both the weekends together. If I'm going to use a pad, it needs to have two separate because there are 2 separate days. And here you have some space for notes. And then as I mentioned, this one is a checklist, and I know it might be a little bit tough to see, but it is perforated here. So you can really use it like as a on-the-go list or a shopping list or anything like that. I think this would make a great gift for a professional or anyone who really loves that sort of streamlined design and would like to see the weekly overview. I also think that this is particularly helpful for families because maybe you can find a little corner in your home where you can put the schedule and everyone knows exactly what is happening. The other piece is that you don't necessarily have to use the pad. You can just kind of rip the week and keep it in a visual place. So for example, at home, we use a monthly calendar to plan out the month, which is our family calendar. But sometimes you do need a little bit more detail than the monthly calendar will allow you to put in. So a weekly overview near that monthly calendar would be a great addition. This other pad, I am so excited about this beautiful design. I am a little bit, to be honest with you, mid-circled out. I think that it's been around for a little while, and I know that there has been some different redesigns. However, I really love the new mid-century circles where it had the outline in the gold foil. That was, I think, really, really pretty. But I really like moving away from the mid-century circles, and now looks like we have a new design with these thin pinstripes. They remind me of the pinstripe of the lap desk that I reviewed a little while ago. So that is exactly the same design. So it is pinstripe, which is very classy and just very clean. However, these have the gold foil. Now this one is a little bit different. So you open it up, and of course it is upside down. So let's go ahead and switch it around. And I think Julie from Julie's Plans might not necessarily appreciate this one as much because it is kind of peachy, on the peachy side. But it does have an hourly pad on the left-hand side, a weekly view, again with the weekends separately, and a notes section. So very similar to the one that I just showed you. And then this one has a checklist pad. So I really, really love this because it gives you a lot of flexibility in your planning. I feel like the more planning tools and supplies that are released, the less we tend to commit to one planner, in my opinion. So because I do see myself sort of like, okay, like just screw the planner. I'm just going to plan my week here. If I need a daily overview, I'll just use this. Or if I need a checklist, I'll just use this. I'm trying not to do that because I do love to have one planner at the end of the year with all of the plans for the year, and I can always look back. But this one, for someone again who doesn't necessarily want that planner commitment but does need to organize their days or weeks and list, this would be perfect. And I just love this pinstripe design. This system is not necessarily new. They have had a similar concept with the notepad, etc., which I believe it came in last year's winter box, if I'm not mistaken, and it was navy. So it was navy, and then it had some sort of lettering. I forget what it said in the front, but it was the same system. So it was sort of like a sneak peek of what was coming. So this is the new design. The next thing I want to show you, it is the Focused Notebook. So this is a vegan leather cover. And again, it has that same pinstripe design. It has 124 line pages. And let's go ahead and open it up. So very similar to the notebooks that are already on the site. But I really love the line pages on this one. And it also has a bookmark, a little bookmark strip right here that you can use to mark your page. And this color is sort of like a slate blue. It's a little bit on the gray side, but really, really pretty. And as you can see, it is very straightforward. And it actually, I noticed it has two bookmarks. I'm going to find it. Here we go. So two bookmarks, one gray and one blue. It is so gorgeous. All right. It doesn't have any pockets or anything on the back, so it's just pretty a straightforward notebook. So this is as clean as you can get. And here are the new 2022 Focus Collection planners. Now, I've just shown you a few of the items that are coming out on October 12th as part of this launch. There's going to be more items that are going to be released. I just have a limited selection of what is available for us to be able to show you ahead of time. So definitely be sure to check out the website on October 12th for all of those new releases. But I am so excited to be able to show you a few of the things that are going to be released so that you have a better idea in case there's something that interests you, especially with the holiday season coming up. You might want to start your holiday shopping a little bit earlier. And I know, this is the biggest time for planning, because a lot of folks are thinking about how they're going to set themselves up for success on the upcoming year. So I have 3 planners to show you, and they're different sizes, as you can see. So this is the larger 8.5 by 11. This is the A5 version, and then this is the pocket planner. And I'm so excited about the pocket planner. I've been eyeing one, and I've been debating whether to get one or not. So there's another version of the pocket planner, which is the Flora, and it has a beautiful Flora design with that blush pink on the outside, and I love it. It was actually in my cart, but for some reason I didn't end up ordering it. But this one is so pretty. So this would be perfect for someone who really wants minimal sort of planning, but still wants to be able to have something to jot down important appointments. But this is a small planner. I mean, this is not very big at all, but you do have a year at a glance for 2022, 2023. So some observance days, a little section for notes. These lines are very different than other lines because this is such a small planner. So just to give you an idea, this is a much bigger notebook. So this one, I believe, is like the college ruled lines, but you can see here the differences between the size of these lines versus the ones in the notebook. So if you're someone who has rather large handwriting, perhaps, that might bother you a little bit. But I don't have tiny handwriting, but it's on the smaller side, so that would not bother me at all. And then this is what the monthly view looks like, and then here's the note sections. This one's a little bit tough because as I write, like, you're losing room, so you'd have to like slant your pen the other way, so that could be a little bit tough to write on. But again, someone who's using this pocket planner is probably not really writing a whole lot. It's sort of like the most important things. So once we flip the page, you'll see that there is a section for the monthly goals, important dates, as well as to-dos, and then another notes section here before moving into the weekly, which has the horizontal layout, and they're just continuous lines across the entire page. And to maximize room, I really do appreciate that the lines are actually, looks like this was one whole page and we just bounded, the EC team just bounded it here in the middle, but it looks like it was a whole page. So the lines really go all the way to the edge, because when you have a planner that is this small, you definitely need to maximize as much space as possible. And then here you have Saturday and Sunday. It is on the smaller, so you don't have a full section here. But again, if you're planning someone who's just using this sort of planner, they might not necessarily need all of that room. So each of the weeks, and then it brings us to a notes section, and then it moves us into the monthly view again for the following month. So this would be for February. then the monthly overview, a notes page, and then it goes into the weeks. And then the other additional notes before moving into the additional month. So this planner does not have any tabs, but you can see the months are highlighted in gray. So you can sort of see the months here on the side. And you can also use the 2 bookmarks, very similar to the notebook I just showed you, in blue and gray, to mark the page that you're on. Then taking you all the way back to the back of the planner, there are a number of notes pages. So it looks like there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 notes pages in the back, and then that is the end. So super cute. I'm not sure if I will actually use it because I need a lot more space, and I am using the petite planner system for my on-the-go planning. But again, this would be perfect for someone who is a minimal planner and would like something a little bit more portable and on the go. For a little bit more room, I really love this focus planner in the A5 size, so it is a little bit bigger. Just from a size comparison, this is the pocket planner that I just walked you through, so you can see the size difference. And then this one is the 8.5 by 11 that will I'll show you in just a moment. But that is the 3 planners by sizes. The A5 size is definitely a very popular one because it is a little bit larger than obviously something this small like the pocket planner, but it's still very much portable, so it'll fit in any bag basically, and or any sort of place. So here's what it looks like on the inside. So again, very streamlined. So this one, obviously you have a little bit more room, so you have your year at a glance for 2022, and then you have some lines on the bottom, so you can use this space for forward planning for the year, the list of holidays, any important dates that you might want to keep track of, and then it goes right into the month. And then you have some notes pages. I'm sorry, not notes pages, but a notes section here at the bottom. And then I really like that you have the calendar, the next month's calendar up here. I think this might be helpful to have. Typically, I don't really care for the previous month. I didn't think of that I would need to reference it, but I actually do like it up here because sometimes I'm trying to figure out which is the next payday, and looking at the previous month actually helps me figure that out. So that is helpful. And then it goes into this page, which is sort of like the monthly overview. So there's 3 different boxes, and I really like that all of these are lined. So if you're someone that struggles with writing straight, the lines here are really helpful. And then a little box for any notes or anything, quotes maybe you want to keep here. And this page, it is a dot grid that you can use for basically anything you like. I think this would make a great vision board for the month as well. Then it goes into the weekly view. And as you can see, this is a horizontal layout. You have your full 7 days. I really like that the Saturday and Sunday are separate, and you have a section here for notes as well as a checklist on the right hand side. And that's how every single week looks like. And then on the back of the planner, this is the very last week of the year. You have a couple of notes pages. So 2, 4, 6, 7, I think, notes pages. And then a contacts section. I don't really care for a contacts page at the back of the planner because, one, we're probably switching planners pretty regularly. So I really don't use the contacts page at all. So I think that, in my opinion, I could do without. I could use another notes page and people can turn it into contacts if they like. So I don't think that contacts page is any value add for me personally. But let me know if you find value in that. And then here you have the same setup for the beginning of the year or for the current year for the following year. So this would be for 2023. You have, this one's a little different. So you have less lines at the bottom, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see it. Right underneath every month, there are some thinner lines where you can write some additional important things that are specifically to those months. So let me just flip over to the front of the planner so that you can see. So this one is just the month and the lines. And then here you have sort of like a little checklist set up under each month, and then the lines on the bottom. So I think this is really helpful again for future planning. And then it goes to the back of the book. The interior has the pinstripe, the Focus Collection pinstripes in this sort of slate blue, and it is just so lovely. I think the vegan products, the vegan leather products from EC are top notch, and these planners are just such high quality. I absolutely love the material, and they would make wonderful gifts for someone or for yourself. And then the last planner I'll walk through is the, again, Focus planner, but this one is in that gray, a little bit of a light gray colorway. Again, is that vegan leather cover, very durable. As you can see, these are all customizable, so you can emboss them here at the bottom. I think you have a total of 4 characters, so you can put your initials. And then the inside, I suspect, looks very similar to the A5 that we just walked through, except it obviously gives you a lot more room. So I really love this size. This 8x11 is absolutely beautiful. So here you have your year at a glance, your holidays, your important dates. So very, very similar setup. Your monthly view. This is just stunning. It's stunning. Your dashboard for your month, your dot grid page, and then your weekly overview. This is just so beautiful. And we won't go through every single page of the planner because it's essentially the same that we just walked through, but just wanted to go through the back of the page to the planner just to see if there's anything that's different. I don't think that it will be, but since we're here. All right, so you have a couple notes pages, a couple more, and then your contacts page, and then your year at a glance for the following year, so for your future planning. And then that pinstripe cover on the inside. It's really, really pretty. The last thing that I'll share with you, and this is a pack of ultra fine tip markers. This is not new to EC. This came out a few months ago, and I actually already have a pack, but I was sent this one with all of these goodies, and I am actually so excited that they did, because every time I'm sent something that perhaps I already have that I hadn't used in a while, and I try it out again for whatever reason, I fall in love with it all over again. And this is no exception. I've actually been planning my days with these ultra fine tip markers. I've been color coding, and it has been so helpful. I'll have another video on how I color code as well for you, but these have been amazing. I love that they're fine tip, and they have all these beautiful colors, and the colors are so vibrant. I'm not going to do a full pen test of these on this video. I believe I've already done one already. So if I have, I'll go ahead and link it here for you. So right above, check it out. But again, I love these. EC has come a long way with the writing tools. I think pens could still use a little help, but when it comes to like their dual tip markers, their fine tip markers, I absolutely love them. The colors are amazing, and the range of colors is something that I really appreciate. So I'll go ahead and take this one out in case you have not seen these before, and just show you how thin they are. So they are closer to a 0.5 millimeter tip on these. So I really like that because when I do write with my rollerball pens, those are 0.5. So these are very similar, but they're marker pens. So they have more of that felt tip marker. So if you've used like a Papermate Flair or a Staedtler type of writing tool, these are very similar to that. Although I think that the colors are brighter on these for some reason, but I don't know, they may be the same, but I just love how bright they are and how pretty. So this is the full collection of this set. EC does carry another 24 pack of thin markers, but I think those are even thinner than these, which has a whole lot more colors, but I absolutely love these. All right, so those are all of the goodies that I wanted to walk you through that I was sent. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And if I don't know, I'll try to get the answer. But thank you so much. I hope that this walkthrough was helpful. Let me know if there is any of these items that you really love or that you're interested in, or if there are some other items that are launching that I didn't go through that you are keeping your eye on that you're going to be grabbing this time around. Again, thank you so much for watching my video and for all of your support. And as always, friends, I'll see you next time.